The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. So everything and everyone in the forge was in the same way as it was when the iron master came there. The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. The stranger had stretched himself out on the floor and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head and his hat pulled down over his eyes. As soon as the young girl caught sight of him, she went up and lifted his hat. So his daughter, this young girl, she went up to the peddler and lifted his hat. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open. So like many people, they habit this kind of, that when they are sleeping, their one eye is open and one eye is closed. So the peddler slept with one eye open, and as soon as he saw her, he got shocked and jumped up. He jumped up abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. "My name is Edla Williamson," said the young girl. So the iron master's daughter introduced herself as Edla Williamson and was sorry. She said, "My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight, and then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. I'm so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time." So she expressed her regret to hear about the hard times of the captain, and that he was facing such a bad time. So she explained to him that she had come there to take him home with her father's permission. She looked at him compassionately, kind-heartedly, with her heavy eyes, and then she noticed that the man was afraid. So Edla had sympathy for the peddler. Then she noticed that the man was scared. He was afraid of something. Either he has stolen something or else he has escaped from jail, she thought. So she was trying to just assume what was the reason that this man looked so scared, and in spite of being offered to come and stay with her father, he didn't come. So she was just assuming that either he has stolen something or else he has escaped from jail. So she added quickly, "You may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve." So she assured the captain that he was free to leave their house at any time, but she wanted him to stay with the family just for Christmas Eve. She said this in such a friendly manner that the Rattrap peddler must have felt confidence in her. "It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss," he said. "I'll come at once." He accepted the fur coat which the the attendant handed him with a deep bow, threw it over his rags, and followed the young lady out to the carriage without granting the astonished blacksmith so much as a glance. But while he was riding up to the manor house, he had evil forebodings. Foreboding means a foretelling. So the peddler wore the fur coat offered by the valet and started following the lady. He didn't even bother to notice the other people in the room. On the way to the house, the peddler felt that as he had committed a crime, he would be punished for it. His inner conscience that he was having stolen money, it was giving him many doubts. And moreover, he knew that he was not the person what this father and daughter, they were thinking him to be. So he knew that it's not all the good things which he was doing. So he was very nervous. "Why the devil did I take that fellow's money?" he thought. Now I'm sitting in the trap and will never get out of it. So he started cursing himself that if he had not stolen the money, he would not have got trapped like this. The money was a bait which had led him into the trap. His own philosophy is now being applied on him. The next day was Christmas Eve. And when the ironmaster came into the dining room for breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade, whom he had run across so unexpectedly. So, the next day was Christmas Eve. Both the ironmaster and his daughter were in the dining room. Okay, and this ironmaster was feeling very satisfied that his old regimental comrade, whom he met when he was in hard times, now is at comfortable place. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones, he said to his daughter. So they are so much concerned about that person that he said to his daughter that first of all, we must see to it that he get a little flesh on his bones. Who was busy at the table, and daughter was busy at the table. And then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling red traps. So this ironmaster is so much concerned about this red trap peddler that he wanted him to be healthy and to have a good job.